Okay. Let's get it. Okay. Hello, Elliot. Oh, no. Oh, no, Elliot. Busy. Call back later. Hello, is this Ben? Ben, you're speaking with Shane, calling from Sales Driven in London. Look, I know I'm an interruption, but do you have a moment to chat? No. 27 seconds? Oh, wow. You must be super, super, super busy. Excellent, excellent. Have a good one. Bye. Super busy Ben. Elite. Let's see, next call.
If you get a chance to hear this, I feel like you're still mixing two different scripts, kind of, and I'm not sure if they completely make sense. Because what you're doing is you're saying, I appreciate this is an interruption, but this is a cold call. Do you want to roll the dice or do you want to hang up on me? I get where you have those from. I think one of them is from Richard Smith, the appreciate I might be an interruption. And the other one, I think, is from Josh Brown. Like, so this is a cold call. Do you want to roll the dice or do you want to hang up on me? I don't think it's good to mix both of them because they don't really make sense for me. So I would either go with the Richard Smith one, which is, I am sure this is an interruption, or like, I appreciate I might be an interruption, but do you have 27 seconds to hear why I'm calling? Or I would go with the, hey, this is Shane from Sales Driven. I know this is like, hey, this is Shane from Sales Driven. This is a cold call. So do you want to roll the dice or do you want to hang up on me? I would do one or the two. And then like, I would still highly recommend that you write out your script because I think the guy before asked you like, so what is it that you do? And then without any AMs or without any thinking, you need to be able to say, I'm the CEO of Sales Driven and we're an outsourced sales prospecting company or like whatever you want to say. And then like immediately, I was curious if this is something you've ever looked into. Because the idea is you want to get them talking, right? Like I was curious if this
What's going on, Moritz?
Can you see and hear me now, or what?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Hello, is this Stuart? Stuart, you're speaking with Shane. I appreciate this is a cold call. So do you want to hang up or do you have 27 seconds to speak? 27 seconds?
He hung up?
Tomorrow, okay. What time is good for you? Morning or afternoon person? All right, cool. I'll give you a shout in the morning. Have a good one, Stuart. All right, bye.
Hey, man.
This is helpful. This is helpful, Moritz.
No, but like, write out your script. Like, really, not. I appreciate this is a cold call. Like, just either go with I appreciate I might be an interruption, or this is a cold call. Do you want to hang up or do you want to roll the dice?
All right, let's try that one. Let's try this one. Let's go with this. I appreciate this is a cold call.
No, this is a cold call.
Oh,
do you want to hang up or do you want to roll the dice?
Or do you want to roll the dice? Let's give that a try.
And you don't even say like this is Shane from like. I mean, you can say like you can be like, hey, this is Shane from Sales Driven. This is a cold call. Do you want to hang up or do you want to roll the dice?
All right, let's give that a try then. Call back tomorrow. Put him as a high priority. So what you got going on today? Oh, I can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh, now it is. Now it's all right.
I'm sitting in a camper. I'm actually not working right now. Well, officially. I'm starting my new gig in August.
Okay. How's that? What are you getting into?
Global Director of Business Development. Sales.
Hi, hey, Neil. Neil, this is a cold call. Do you want to roll the dice? This is Shane. I'm calling from Sales Driven. This is a cold call. So do you want to hang up or do you want to roll the dice? All right, thank you. So, Neil, look, we've discovered a breakthrough and it's allowing sales leaders to predict revenue more consistently, mainly by freeing up higher skilled executives to focus on more strategic selling and winning new business, but more importantly, eliminating the frustration and time wasted on prospecting. So I'm curious to know if any of this resonates with you and your business. So I was mentioning, I do believe we've discovered a breakthrough, okay? And we're allowing your sales leaders, your account executives, your business development managers to predict revenue more consistently. And it's by freeing up higher skilled executives to focus on more strategic selling. So we're an outsourced cold calling company. We work on top of funnel activity to drive more qualified, scalable leads into your funnel. And I wanted to know if that's a conversation worth having. Oh, really? So so do you have to do the prospecting yourself, or do you have like an engine running for you? Because I know packaging and containers is not an easy gig to be running in this day and age right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Just one thing before you go. If you were to increase conversion with better prospects, a larger pool of prospects that are engaged and ready to be speaking to you, they're making space in their organization to look at what you're doing. Are you working more with end users or more of the distribution side? Okay, and how's that working out for you? All right, cool. Well, look, is there an opportunity to increase that activity so you could spend more time really sitting in meetings with these individuals, growing the new business pipeline? And look, I'm not sure if you're like me, but in December, I look to wrap up my year in a massive way. And the only way that usually happens is with a huge influx of prospecting. So if a company could do that for you without breaking the bank, you think that'd be interesting? Yeah. Yeah. So last company I spoke to, look, and then I'll let you go. What if we could multiply what you are doing already? Well, that's what I value myself on, is doing more for less, or look, in hopefully a few years doing nothing at all. So look, if you're at the least bit curious about how we're doing this is not a telemarketing gig. This is not your average Joe telemarketing gig where we cold call and spray and pray a bunch of people. We actually discover your prospects based on their drivers, motivations, their behaviors, and more importantly, the intent. So are they actually looking at what you're doing right now? Are they doing research in that space? And then based on your existing clients, we produce an avatar that mirrors those existing clients. So all the motivations and drivers that help them do business with you, that's what we specialize in. And that ends up converting a lot more into your pipeline. But look, tangible prospects into your pipeline that you can have a conversation with and really start eliminating those tire kickers. So look, would you be open to a 15-minute chat perhaps tomorrow, maybe morning or afternoon? I won't take too much of your time, and you'll walk away with some insights, or you'll have an idea of where this market is going. Of course. Yeah. Of course. All right then. Cheers. Thanks for that, Neil, and have a good one. All right. Bye-bye. That was a good one, Moritz. That one worked. He took a pass. But
No, it was nice though. But you had him talk for quite a lot.
yeah, so we've got going. It'd probably be easier if you could hear it, but what I'm mindful of right now is GDPR, and I've got to find out the ins and outs of sharing phone calls or sharing.
It's fine. I mean, the good thing is I've done this for 10 years, so I don't really need to. I don't need to hear him. I can imagine what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
I actually worked at a telemarketing company once.
Really?
Yeah, for 2 years.
How was that?
I mean, it was just 200 cold calls at least every evening, but fully automated.
So is it similar to like Connect and Sell?
It was similar to Connect and Sell, yes.
But, and what was it? What do you remember the dialer you used?
it was the company had built their own system. This was like 15 years ago, so that
Really?
Connect and Sell didn't exist yet at the time. But
Wow.
again, like my big recommendation to you is write out your full script, because because then you don't say any like ams or any of those things. You sound because you're extremely confident. You're asking the right questions. It's really, I think if you fine tune this a little bit, it's going to be amazing.
So this is what I go with right now. So this is up my script here.
I can't see it on my phone. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm on the mobile phone, unfortunately.
All right. What I'll do is I'll share it with you so you have an idea of what it looks like, because I do have a few that right now we're testing our messaging.
Yeah.
So we're trying to see what resonates the best. And based on what we do, because we're not just a telemarketing agency, it's more like we build in psychographics, we build in intent, we do a lot of top of funnel work with building your lists, making sure that it's as clean as possible, the numbers are verified. So all of that stuff gets alienated. And then when we work in that front, it produces a much greater result. And that's where we've had so much success. So that kind of thing, because we're still we're 12 months now, just approaching a year, is finding that messaging is never just a quick one, right? And now we're actually going out and doing more prospecting for our business. We're basically trying to brush it up again and trying to get it.
I have some ideas. I would have some ideas for you. I mean, the thing is, I'm actually, once I have my new job, I'm potentially in need of someone like you.
Okay.
So I have some interest in helping you.
That'd be cool. Well, look, when that time comes, I'd be happy to have that conversation. Definitely have this conversation. Deal. That sounds like a really good deal. So let's get what are we on? 63. We're in 18 minutes in. Let's get to
I actually got to go, but it was interesting.
Thank you for joining, Moritz. And anytime you have more support on these type of calls, I'd love it.
Have fun, man.
I will. Thank you, Moritz. All right. See you later. Love it. Love it. We got support. Okay. Let's see. Baby! Let me get some water. Gotta have some fun, man. Gotta have some fun on this phone. Powered by Connect and Sell, baby. Let's see. Hi there, is this Jack? Jack, you're speaking with Shane. I know you don't have time to waste, but it is a cold call. So do you want to hang up or do you have a moment to chat? All right. So the reason I'm speaking to you today, I came across your profile and saw that you're hiring right now. I'm not sure if you're hiring for sales or another function within the business, but just before I do get into it, are you hiring for sales or is it a specific function within the business? Specific. Okay, cool. So I have an inkling that you're growing the business, and I wanted to speak to you about a breakthrough that Sales Driven has recognized. You're speaking with the founder of the business right now, and we have discovered a breakthrough, and it's allowing sales leaders like yourself, co-founders of businesses, to predict revenue more consistently. And how we're doing that is by freeing up higher skilled executives, your account executives, your business development managers, to focus on more strategic selling and winning new business. Now, the frustration that founders have had is really time wasted on prospecting. And what we're doing is we're eliminating 90% of that through psychographics. Just curious to see if that's a conversation worth having, if we could find the time to speak. So in short, we're an outsourced growth advisory agency. So we usually work with SaaS companies, codeless automation. Right now, we're working with a BPM company. They focus on more of your IT transformation directors, CIOs, CTOs. And what we do with them is, look, we're not a type of company that you say, hey, look, I need this job title with this company and this type of revenue. We actually dive deep into the intent of those prospects or your target prospects. And more importantly, what the drivers and behaviors are in their world to look at intelligent automation as an example. And what ends up happening is you eliminate 90% of the rubbish. So let's just say you have 100 prospects. We would eliminate the 90 that would never speak to you and only present you with the 10 that are in that cycle. I'm not going to say promising buyers. We don't promise nothing like that, but they're in that cycle of actively looking for automation. So what ends up happening is your engagement levels are much higher, and it's not about getting you the first meeting. It's about engaging with prospects that have the first meeting, that have a higher conversion into the second meeting. And then what happens is you have a more fluid funnel and obviously much higher increased conversion towards the bottom of it. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much. Well, look, I'm looking to have a conversation with you. I'm looking to have a Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, I'm confused with that question. What do you mean, what am I on the hook for? So the way we work is we deliver outcomes. So if you're looking at prospects or meetings, on outcomes, you pay us on results. So let's just say you wanted to get 20 meetings over the next quarter with named prospects, named decision makers that you identify. We will build an entire campaign, and it's measured on the outcome of what we agree to. So if you say, Shane, I want to be finding 1,000 new prospects in this space, I want to have them all scored, and I want to be able to pass that on to my team, right? So they have better engagement, they can increase their conversion. Or you would say, Shane, I want you to do the whole work. I want you to get me into the meeting with these individuals. And then we have that conversation. So really we get it into stages. It's a customized package from stage 1 all the way to stage 7, depending on whether you're discovering your ideal customer profile, whether we're scoring it, whether we're finding intent, whether we're looking at the psychographics of it, all the way up to the actual meeting itself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, what I'll say is this, Jack, and that makes a lot of sense. So what we found is there's a company that we work with right now. They're a codeless automation pioneer. I don't know if you've heard of them, Flowformer. They might even be a competitor to you, but they have a number of they call them territory managers, and then they had the pre-sales team, which is their market response team. And what ends up happening is I used to be on the floor myself, and your teams, you're paying them to sell, right? But 70% of their day is usually of course. Oh, all right, that's really good. All right, so when they're knocking on doors, though, you're paying them a lot of money to be sourcing leads, verifying those leads, seeing if they're actually there or not, which is a huge time waster. Okay, seeing if they've moved places, but more importantly, they don't have the technology to identify triggers. If they've hired for new positions, if they're hiring for specific job titles. And that's what sets us apart from any BDR team. So what ends up happening is we do the top of funnel work right before all the admin, all the lead sourcing. We have specific teams that work on that top end of funnel and verifying those numbers, verifying the individuals. Then that goes through intent and psychographics, and then we score them. So we're not going to be passing over 100 leads to you guys. We're going to be passing over 9, 10, 11 qualified leads that are ready to have a high engagement of conversation, either with your team, either your BDRs, or we just feed that directly into you. And then what ends up happening is what we've done with Flowformer is they've measured our outbound results against their inbound funnel, and we've doubled. We have this on a testimonial. We've doubled what their inbound team does, and that's because not only are we not right, and that's for a number of different reasons. So, if you're open to it, right, I'll be happy to send you some information. I've got your email address. Yeah, jrimmer@robiquity. Yeah. All right. I'll pop it over. Look out for an email from Shane at Sales Driven. That will come over in the next 2-3 hours. I've got just a few things to head up right now. And then if it makes sense, if you're curious, I'll put a calendar link in, book a time in with me. We'll have a 15-minute chat, go over a few ideas of what you have planned for your next. Are you going for an exit, or you just want to increase sales? Sorry, just increasing, just growing right now. All right. And do you have, are you working towards like an exit plan, or is this, you're planning on having this 10, 20, 30 year plus business for the kids and next generations of Rimmers to come? All right. So you're in the same ballpark as me. All right. So let me do that. I'll send over an idea of that. And if you want to discuss what those outcomes can look like, I usually play the long game because nobody can do any quick wins. I think it's rubbish. But we'll have a conversation from that if it raises any curiosity in your mind. All right, Jack. Thanks for taking the time. Catch you soon. Bye. Wrong one. Meeting booked. Job done. That's it, mate. We're done for the day. I'll catch you on another one.